France, summer 1941. The sky still seems safe for the Allies. Spitfires rule the air. But in a single moment, everything changes. A new silhouette appears on the horizon. A low, rumbling growl of an engine. A sudden attack. Allied fighters fall one by one. Pilots frantically radio back. The enemy has unleashed something new, something deadly. This was the arrival of the Focke-Wulf 190, Hitler's secret weapon. Before the FW-190 appeared, the British believed the Spitfire 5 to be the pinnacle of aerial engineering. But the debut of Germany's new fighter triggered one of the greatest crises in RAF history during World War II. The birth of the FW-190. By the late 1930s, the Luftwaffe faced serious challenges. Their main fighter, the Bf-109, was excellent in dogfights, but it had severe flaws. Narrow landing gear made takeoffs and landings hazardous. The Daimler-Benz engine demanded perfect maintenance conditions. Its limited range restricted combat flexibility. Kurt Tank, lead engineer at Focke-Wulf, proposed a radical new concept. A fighter that would be tough, powerful, and adaptable across missions. Against conventional wisdom, he chose a radial engine, the BMW 801, a 14-cylinder twin-row powerhouse producing 1,700 horsepower. At the time, radial engines were considered outdated for fighters. But Tank saw the bigger picture. Advantages of the BMW 801, extreme survivability. The engine could take multiple hits and keep running, less sensitive to poor quality fuel and harsh conditions. An advanced automated engine management system, the Kommandoggerät, allowed pilots to focus on combat, not engine settings. Revolutionary design features, wide track landing gear, dramatically safer for takeoffs and landings. Cockpit with effective heating, ventilation, and an ergonomic instrument layout. Heavy armor plating to protect the pilot and vital systems. Firepower. The FW-190 packed a devastating arsenal. Two 7.92mm MG-17 machine guns, 420mm MG 151/20 cannons. In a single pass, it could shred an enemy fighter or bomber in seconds. Rare facts. Kurt Tank personally test flew the prototype FW-190S, defying orders. The aircraft featured one of the world's first heated gun systems to prevent weapon freezing at high altitude. Its modular design meant FW-190s could be built 30% faster than Bf-109s. First combat deployment on June 26, 1941 over Calais, the FW-190 first clashed with RAF Spitfires. The result? 6 British planes shot down without a single German loss. British pilots' reports were filled with alarm. The enemy's new fighter outperforms our Spitfire Mark V in almost every aspect except turning. The RAF scrambled to upgrade its fleet. Combat tactics. The FW-190 fought with brutal efficiency, high-speed diving attacks, overwhelming firepower, rapid disengagement. It didn't dance in dogfights. It struck like a hammer. Autumn 1942. Over the English Channel, tracers light up the sky. But the FW-190 moves like a ghost. Strike, kill, vanish. Combat roles. The FW-190 quickly evolved beyond a simple fighter, heavy bomber interceptor, ground attack specialist, convoy escort, naval air defense. At the Battle of Kursk in 1943, FW-190s in ground attack roles devastated Soviet armor and artillery using 30mm cannons, bombs, and anti-tank rockets. Comparisons with Allied fighters. When the Spitfire Mark IX and P-51 Mustang entered service, the air war became tougher, but the FW-190 still held critical advantages. Unmatched dive speed, over 700 kilometers per hour, 435 miles per hour. Superior pilot protection, armored cockpit and vital systems. Devastating firepower, capable of obliterating enemy aircraft in seconds. Allied bomber crews dreaded the FW-190's sudden high-speed slashing attacks. Rare and little-known facts. The FW-190 was the first German fighter tested to carry guided X-4 missiles, though never fully deployed. Some variants were equipped with massive 50mm cannons for anti-tank missions. Special desert modifications were developed for FW-190S deployed to Tunisia and Libya, including redesigned engine filters and cooling systems. The beginning of the end. By 1944, the FW-190's dominance began to fade. P-51 Mustangs seized the high-altitude advantage. Germany's supply lines and pilot training collapsed under Allied bombing. Advanced FW-190 variants like the D9 Dora arrived too late, produced in too few numbers. Yet even as the Third Reich crumbled, the FW-190 remained a deadly opponent. American ace John Gay once said, "I feared two things over Europe, flak and Focke-Wulfs." Conclusion. Today, the FW-190 stands as a testament to brilliant engineering and the tragic ambitions of a lost cause, and it leaves us with one final question. What if Germany had fully committed to the Focke-Wulf 190 back in 1939? Would the skies over Europe have been ruled by a different master? Tell us what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below.